So Alex here once again. Like I said, I keep a running list of the stuff that um, I want to share, and that I hope my grandkids or my great grandkids will look at it and say, "Well, you know, Grandpa thought this," and I'm working to try to build a legacy that I could leave for my kids and my grandkids and great grandkids. So that's why I work every day. Quite frankly, I work every day. But I like working. I like to work. And this bothered me the other day when I saw it, and I just it's I think it's horrendous. And who knows? Maybe at some point I'll have a political career after I build my business and build some equity and some cash generating machines. Real estate, the rest of that. Cool. But this bothers me. Like the other day, just last week, uh, Donald Trump addressed Congress. And again, I'm not a huge fan of Donald Trump. I'm not. Um, then again, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of people, quite frankly. Um, doesn't mean that maybe not a bad person, but I don't know. I try to stay in my lane and do the things I'm supposed to and have influence on the people that are around me on how to live and how to operate. If one of my neighbors is in trouble, I hope they call me because I'm coming over to help. If one of my family members is in trouble, I'm coming over to help. Period. End of story. If a stranger needs help, I'll help you because I would hope that you would help one of my children when they need it, side of the road or whatever it is. But the other day, Donald Trump is addressing Congress, and you see half of Congress won't stand up at all for anything the man has to say. The other half of Congress stands up for everything he has to say. And I think it's kind of crappy that you take that little kid who had, I think he had cancer or something, and like Donald Trump is trying to recognize this kid for, like, he's recognizing the kid, like, and saying, "Hey, great that you got healthy again," right? But you have half of Congress who can't even stand up for the kid, that he's better, right? And I know there's a political thing, and they hate him, and he hates what. But I'm saying, like, that's what our leaders have come to. Like, like we got one side and the other, and that they can't even stand up for something like that. Like, that's just horrendous, man. I just think it's horrendous. I think it's horrendous. Again, I am not a big fan of Donald Trump, and I haven't been for years. I've been following Donald Trump since he was on the Howard Stern show back in the 90s, and just, I'm not a huge Donald Trump fan. Do I think the man has some good aspects? Of course he does. Absolutely he does. Do I think he's right in some things? Yes, I do. Wrong in some things? Yes, I do. But I hope that if I were in Congress, I could stand up if he said something and brought up a kid who survived cancer or some other issues. Like, it just, don't be so damn partisan. Don't do it. Don't do it. We need to do better at electing our officials, and we need to do better at holding them responsible for act in like a human being. Have compassion for others. I just do much better. So keep this, because if I ever run for office and I get, I'm in Washington and I don't stand up for something like that, you can call me out on it. I think we can all do much better.